It's the world's slowest wiper. Like, look at it. You can time them with a sundial. Fair income.
Which famous musicians have been in your car?
Jello Biafra has been in here, and he had a chicken satay with rice while Blackie was sitting here, and Blackie just made me stop to go, stop the fucking car! Stop! I'll go, what? He goes, Jello, move. And Jello's like, what is the problem? It's just fucking move, mate! And he just ran and goes, I'm catching the fucking train. And Jello goes, what's wrong with Blackie? I'll go, well, what's wrong with Blackie? What, same thing that's wrong with you. He's got OCD and he's autistic, just like you. Except for him, it's about germs, grease, animal fat, and you're eating chicken. And he said, oh, I'm sorry. And then he wrote me a letter apologising about Blackie having to sit next to him while he ate chicken satay. Mike Patton's been in this car from Faith No More. He took me and Blackie out for dinner one night after a Faith No More gig. Buzz Osborne from the Melvins, Rob from Radio Birdman, he's been in here. I gave him a lift somewhere. I saw him in the street. He's never been anything but really nice to me, because as soon as he tries to be prickly, I'll just go, Rob, are you racist? Shuts him up. You know, he was commissioned to do a record for us called Girl in a Sweater. We had a meeting with him at Blackie's house in Surrey Hills. Blackie used to live with the bass player from a band called the Moths. Remember the Moths? And the Moths, they did their record with a guy named Chris Logan. He was a producer, and he did also, Chris Logan also did The Scientists as well. And so I knew Chris from, you know, like through Smiley from the Moths. And I was talking to him and I said, yeah, talking about production, and yeah, we're doing a new single called Girl in a Sweater, and I said, we didn't know who we were going to get to produce it, because we really wanted a producer, because we don't know what we're doing, but you know, I thought of you. That's what I said to him. I thought of you because, you know, you did The Scientists and the Moths and stuff like that, and they sound really good. And he goes, oh yeah. And so what does he do? He rushes out and bumps into Rob Young, and he says to Rob, yeah, I'm doing the new Hard-Ons Girl in a Sweater single. And Rob just fucking throws a massive wobbly. I'm at Waterfront Records in York Street, and Rob charges in. He goes, I thought I'd find you here, you're always here. And I go, yeah, I found you. I go, what, Rob? He goes, you fucking backstabbing bastard, and blah 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 blah. I go, oh, okay, about what? And he said, Chris Logan, you know, you said I was going to, I go, I told Chris Logan we thought about him as an option. He goes, so he's not doing it? I go, no. He goes, oh, I'm sorry. He goes, that Chris, he's a fucking retard, isn't he? I go, yes, he is. In my old Monaro, Henry Rollins was in it a couple of times. He did a gig at the Holden Pavilion. It was a big gig. And they had Melvin, the new bass player. I think that was his first gig.
I was at that show.
Yeah, and it was a mess because there was people everywhere, people backstage, and everyone wanted a piece of Melvin and Henry. And Henry's like going, I want to get out of here, you know. And, you know, you have to wait for the Tarago, right? And Tim Pippin comes in and goes, can you do me a favour? I go, what? Can you look after two people here? I go, who are they? Henry and Melvin. They both want to get out of here. I go, well, yeah, that's okay. Do you have your car here? I go, you know I've got my car here. I'm fucking attached to it. Yeah, so that was my Monaro. So I took Henry and Melvin, dropped Henry off at the hotel. And Melvin gets out as well. And he sees Henry going up to his room, right? He goes up and he comes back and he's on the passenger side. He goes, what are you doing now? I go, I was going to go and have fun. He goes, can I come? I go, yeah, of course you can come. He goes, I go, where do you want to go? He goes, well, somewhere where there's good music and no grumpy people. I go, all right, no worries. We'll go to the Vulcan Hotel. And guess who was playing there? The Mark of Cain and Flem. And he got cornered by some real fucking pretentious arseholes. There was one woman who was saying, blah 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 blah. Glenn Branca, blah 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 blah. Field class, blah 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 blah. You know, the contortions, blah blah blah. Lydia Lunch, and John Zorn, and Melvin's just going. Gets his hanky and starts wiping the brow, like, and he looks at it, and he looks at me, and he goes, art critic. And it was the funniest thing. He goes, art critic. But I think he's still fucked up.